Hello, and welcome to Ansible Gaming Podcast. This is our pilot episode, and we will be talking about video games for half an hour, and whatever else comes up. Real life, fun stuff, not so fun stuff. Anyways, with me today we have Ozzy with us. Ozzy, how's it going?
I'm here. Yes, hi, how you doing?
Good. How's your Sunday?
Fantastic so far.
Good. Staying cool.
Kind of.
Kinda, yeah. And
Yeah,
our other
Ozzy's always cool.
Ozzy's always cool. I know.
Damn.
And our second guest with us is Mr. Chaos. Mr. Chaos, how's it going?
Thank you. Good to be here.
Fantastic.
It's a great Sunday.
Yep,
Yeah.
it is. It is the 22nd of April. Just in case you were wondering what Sunday it was.
Yeah, it's 2 days after 420. So if everyone's coming down or having a great weekend,
Yeah, right. They probably just kept on going
Okay.
all weekend. All right, so I want to get this started with what is your favorite game of all time?
what a great question. Is that for PC
It is.
only?
No, you can DS, Nintendo, GameCube, N64, whatever.
You know, Ozzy, let's start with yours.
Really? I thought we were going to go with someone else's.
Nah, come on.
No.
I'd love to hear it.
Honestly, I don't know for sure, but I'm just going to go with the obvious and say the entire Mass Effect franchise.
You know,
Okay, I did say one game. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know. Well, I can't put it down to one.
even the
See-
third one,
Yeah, right.
Even the third one.
because I really like that ending.
Ignoring the last 15 minutes
I
of the
like
game.
the ending. I
Ignoring
will
the last
stand up to anyone. There's a fine ending.
Didn't everybody
Which
die?
one? Green, red, or blue?
Yeah, which color did you
It
pick?
doesn't matter. It was just cool. I liked seeing it all.
The Snapchat filters. Which one did you like more?
I picked the one where I think we became all machines or whatever. Or
Became one with everyone? Yeah.
Yeah. That was cool.
I have to say I didn't play much of the Mass Effect one, but I did hear that those endings were very color coded.
Well, it's like, what else are you supposed to do? Like, what?
I don't know, write a better ending.
What other endings could they have possibly had where it would have made it like what, you don't save the world kind of an ending?
Yeah,
I wish
maybe
there was that.
Maybe you fail.
There was a fail mission, then in.
It's just like that's just when you restart from the checkpoint. You can't fail.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was fine.
You
Yeah, I
think
was
a
like,
lot.
"Well, you're
We could talk about Mass Effect Andromeda.
no, we do not discuss that.
So in comparison now, the third one was fine.
The ending to that one was actually okay. It's just everything leading up to the ending that was not.
Wait, they had an ending?
Yes,
At the end of it.
Oh.
with stuff left open, but then classic. I don't know who to actually blame for this, but we have a bunch of stuff we want to talk about the DLC, but we're not going to make DLC.
Right, they just gave up on that to make
Anthem.
Anthem. Yeah, the Destiny killer. Just kidding.
Uh-huh.
Destiny can do it themselves.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Nah, I fucking hate Destiny. What the fuck? No.
So your
Mass
favorite
Effect
game of all
series.
time is not Destiny Chaos?
No. You know
No.
what it is?
Mm.
Star Wars Republic Commando.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that was such a good game.
Such a good game. Ahead of its time. Such a great Star
It
Wars
needs a
game.
co-op mode.
Does. Love the clones. Love the story. Love the characters.
Really good.
Well, the shooting.
Max.
The shooting was good. Like, you felt like you were shooting Star Wars guns.
Shooting was great.
Unlike-
Squad positioning was cool. Difficulty was reasonable. I mean, it was you could switch your gun out, and that was a really like the modifications on the gun. You could switch to a sniper or the machine gun, have the pistol, and the heads-up display was sweet. I mean, ahead of its time. Should redo that game. I don't need another Battlefront. I just want that again. And then they set it open for a sequel too. It's like you had to rescue Scorch or something. He got left behind. Gotta get him. Gotta get to bed. That's still my favorite.
I mean, they talk about let's remake this, that, no, and everything else, and it's like no, let's remake that.
Right.
Yes.
Or any Star Wars game that they've canceled, the platform, whatever.
Before they sold.
The
Yeah.
1313 one.
Yeah, with Boba Fett.
I heard. Okay, so I don't think this is fact, but this is hearsay. And
So it must be true.
right, yeah. That game was Visceral had that game, like they had the remnants of it, and then Visceral got canned, and then whatever assets. So the assets were given to Visceral, and then Visceral had
They
it,
were working on.
and then Visceral was canned because they were making a single player game, and we can't have those anymore.
Rest in peace, Dead Space.
Yeah. Well, actually, I heard more than it was just. It wasn't just that it was a single player. It was that it was having the Mass Effect Andromeda problem where they had stuff, then they're like, let's do it again, but different. And then, they rewrote it like 5 times in the 5, however many years they were owning it. So they weren't really very far because they kept like rewriting whatever mechanics or story or both or direction, artistic
The one
direction.
problem, though, was that even if that were true, they didn't have to close the bloody studio.
No, of course, no. But my guess is that some. Well, they may have had to. Like, I don't know how much of what I read on the internet is accurate, but
Yeah,
it's
they
sad
were the same thing.
nonetheless. So the assets weren't like destroyed or whatever, but I don't know that we'll ever see them in a game. But that would have
It
been.
went to.
What a cool game.
No, go ahead. I don't know where did it go.
I don't know, but I'm assuming because they all seem to be consolidating BioWare, the new studio they made, whatever it's called now, North. Bloody hell if I know. They probably put it all into that, and they're hoping that they'll do something with it. Who knows?
Yeah, what do they do? We'll get there someday with
Yeah.
But it's difficult to speculate when we don't have any.
Yeah.
Oh,
Makes me
wait.
think they don't know what they're doing either sometimes, but that's
Yeah.
different.
I'd like to point out that almost every Star Wars game that came out is pretty darn cool, or at least
Right?
Until EA got their hands on it.
Yeah.
I
no,
liked Battlefront. Alright, it still looked great.
That's it. It looks
That's
great.
it.
Sounds great. That's about it.
Sounds great, looks great. I mean, it's a shooter. It's a third-person shooter, Star Wars shooter. What else do you want?
It to play great?
It does.
It doesn't.
The
It plays
first one.
smoothly.
the
No
first-
lag.
No,
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 not that.
Planes,
Gameplay.
vehicles. Yeah. Okay. First one had like rolling people who were annoying, but other than that, it was
jetpacks were not fun.
cool.
I mean, it was cool, but the mechanic could have, like, everybody and their grandmother had a jetpack.
Yeah. I mean, there was annoying things, but there's annoying stuff in every game. And I just took it out in the second
Why
one
are you so accepting of this?
because jetpacks were fun. There was jet troopers in the original Battlefront 2.
Yes, but they were class
Jump-
specific.
Yeah, and now they're class specific again. And you're what
Oh,
about
I
now?
thought you were talking about the first one.
I was, and then they made a second one that was better, and it was
Oh,
more
yeah,
like
the
the
second-
original than this first one.
Yeah, the second one should have been the first one, and we wouldn't have so many many angry people.
Okay, well, there's skipping from that because this is just a big old mess for you both that I don't want to fight through. There's like the pod racing game.
That was great. I
That was
remember
a
that
bit-
remember we played that on PC? That was cool.
Actually, I had the joysticks that I have now. I used to play the pod racing game with.
That
I
would
still
be
have
fun
that
to
game
play
somewhere.
on if we should. Does that have multiplayer?
No,
Damn
but it
it.
was so much fun.
That was so cool.
Yeah, Scanos is the man.
Uh,
And all the Jedi Academy games.
yep, Jedi
Those were
Cat-
cool.
Those were all really good.
Even the Jango Fett game they had in the PS. I think 1, 2 was seemed
Yeah.
cool. I never played it.
Yeah, never got to play those.
Anyways, so let's get some original Star Wars games going. Some or like
Right?
remakes.
Let's remake some of those. Like, let's make all the Jedi Academy games and make them like one disc. Come on.
How hard is that?
Yeah.
Make another. It's like it was almost. It wasn't exactly like complete like KOTOR, but had KOTOR elements. You actually had a story to say, at least in Academy.
Yeah, I like to kind of. I don't. KOTOR was a bit too. I don't know. I found it difficult when I played it at a young age. And it wasn't like there was no combat. It was all like the pause combat crap, which was kind of lame to me.
Yeah, I cheated to play through the first time, but I revisited it a couple years ago and it was really fun. And then it came out on like the iPad OS.
Yeah,
Bought it. Oh, dude, played it twice. So good.
nice.
So
Was that the first one or the second one?
first one. Second one I played a couple years ago too. That was on Steam for like $7.
Yeah, they're on.
Not as
I
good,
have. I think I own. Let's see. I'm gonna go check. I think I own them all.
You should play
Someone was nice enough to buy me the whole pack of that, so
Who was that?
nice.
She bought you all the Star Wars games?
It was, well, on Steam, yeah.
When did that happen? I don't.
When I was going through my treatments and everything, I had on my wish list what's the Empire at War, the RTS one?
Yeah.
And she saw that and went, oh, this is part of a pack for $10. So here's 20 different Star Wars games along with that one. I was like, thanks.
Yep. I got that too at some point.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember Ice is nice.
Ice
Yes.
is nice. She may join us in the future. Then the Force Unleashed. Those were.
I also really like those two.
I wish there was more of the Academy stuff where you get to pick your Force powers and stuff.
You could.
Really?
You just had to level them up. You had.
But you
the
couldn't
ability
like
to level each one.
select.
No. But they were still cool, over the top craziness.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like, didn't break the.
The canon.
The
It
canon.
Kinda,
Okay, it's like, I don't know, they put in Ahsoka as a person.
They did.
I mean, in the animated series, they put her in. Why not put in Starkiller?
Oh, right. Yeah, that's the weird part. I think they want to
He was
distance themselves from that.
He was a cool character and he had super cool powers. And oh my gosh, just like force choking 5 people, then lightning balling him, and then throwing him across the room.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Makes me want to go play it again.
I agree. I even 100%ed the original before the DLC. That was a lot of fun. Love those games. 2 lightsabers.
Apparently, the game's locked at 30 FPS, but that's
I'm sure there's a way around that.
apparently there is, but the physics are tied to the frame rate.
Oh, of course, one of those.
One of those, but that's what we get for old games.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So that's my favorite game and almost all
Cool.
Star Wars games.
Thanks for sharing.
Oh wait, last thing though, that droid game, that puzzle.
Oh
game,
yes, the like
Pit droid.
1997 one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was even okay.
that one, right? I don't. We were children back then, so maybe that's the problem.
No, they came out. I mean, the pod racing one and that one came out kind of at the same time.
Really?
Pod racing's really old. Yeah.
2000 and, I don't know. I'll look in just a second.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
What's your favorite game there, Wiggin?
my favorite game of all time would probably have to be the original Company of Heroes.
You don't say.
I know, right? It's almost like you knew this was coming.
Oh my
So
god.
Pit Droids came out in 1999.
Ah, okay. And it looks like
And
Pod Racing came out in 1999 as well.
yeah, see, same time.
Hmm.
And it looked really good for 1999.
Right? I remember. I'm like, hey, these are pretty cool. I'm
That was
surprised
so much fun.
nobody's like made like a mod or remake or something else.
Gosh,
But,
that game are big memories. The Bunta. Ah man. It still looks good. I'd go back and play it. I'd spend $10.
Can you even
Actually,
buy it? Where is it?
This looks like it's on the Apple Store or something.
Pod Racing's on the Apple Store?
Looks like it's like a iPad controls.
'Cause
But
that's-
I don't.
Not on Steam or anywhere. I don't even know where to get that.
know.
Hmm.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt your question.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, favorite game of all time would be Company of Heroes 1. I guess if you're gonna ask me why, you can ask me why. Yeah, probably. No.
Why, Wiggin?
Why Wiggin?
Yeah.
All right. I liked the. It was the first RTS game that I got to play. It wasn't about clicking. It wasn't like. a bunch of like StarCraft, is mostly actions per minute stuff, and this one wasn't. And the setting was a big selling point. And
Do you like the setting?
yeah, I'm a fan of the setting. Definitely my favorite setting for games. I feel like there's a inherent balance to it as a setting.
Yeah, World War II is a good balanced time.
Yeah.
Well, they had the Americans had the M1 Grand, and then the Germans made the G43. So like, there's similar, like, for first person shooters, like there's similar types of guns that have, like, everyone's got an M4A1 and runs around with 60 round magazines, and it's kind of lame to me.
Don't make
No,
fun
my
of Battlefield 4.
What?
I said don't make fun of Battlefield 4.
I'll make fun of Battlefield 4 all I want.
So then, what's your idea on the new World War II Call of Duty? Because that set in the same time period.
Yeah, that
Must
is
be amazing.
I reviewed that. It's up on our website here. And it's terrible. I thought it was terrible.
you say.
They have guns in the game that did not exist in this time period, and then they have like 5 guns. Like, it feels
Why would
like
they do such a thing?
because they can. I don't know. They
My
not-
question is there the same company that made Call of Duty 1? The original Call of Duty.
I
It's
don't
like
know if the
Activision.
people. I don't know if the people that are there are still there or not. I don't know. I'd have to double check.
But they still have the same resources. Like, if Activision back in the day had all these historical resources that they made, like gun sounds, research they did for that game.
Yeah, and they did research for
would
this
they
one.
not? Would they not be able to do that? It's just
Right? I
use
don't
that
know.
data?
I don't know. You'd think so. You would have thought so.
But what are they going for?
I don't know what they were thinking. And the story is just so, like, it's like a Hollywood trope movie. You got the Jewish guy, he gets fucking captured by the German Nazis, and then he goes to a labor camp. And I'm like, really? You couldn't have done...
That's sounds like a made up movie.
It did. It felt like a made up movie.
It's like not. But the thing is, it's not that these things didn't happen. It's just
The portrayal of the way the thing, like, it just felt so contrived. Like, you chase a fucking train with a jeep. That's like, what? Why am I doing this? Why would I not call in some airplanes to follow the fucking train? Why am I following it? And it has guns. It's got people, they shoot at. It's really weird. It's like the Kuba wagons are following me in my jeep, and I'm like, guys, what do you're on you have a train.
it's like Wolfenstein.
That's what it
Nice
kind of
hope for
sounds like.
Wolfenstein. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if Wolfenstein, I wouldn't care so much because it's an alt reality, but this is like, this really happened, and I'm like, no, I don't think it did.
Speaking of this weird alternate reality, did you ever finish Man High Castle or
I've
do Overwatch
not.
anymore?
I am almost done with whatever season was the third one. I'm on the third one, I think. Second one. Shit.
Is it good?
I don't know.
I mean-
Yeah, I'm liking it.
As you told me at the beginning, this is more World War II than World War II. What did you say exactly?
I don't remember what I said exactly.
But it was something like it was more authentic to World War II than a lot of other stuff out there.
Yeah.
Even though it wasn't World War II.
Yeah, they seem to have yes. And I watched some one of the, like, things about it, and see, I don't remember exactly, but pretty much one of the scenes they did, they actually had, like, people in Nazi outfits walking around where Nazis used to exist in Berlin, and it was a very interesting like, thing to see, because it was, but yeah, you could tell that they took the time on that they cared, and I didn't get the feeling from Call of Duty World War II that they cared.
They're just like, people don't want to be jumping on walls and jetpacking everywhere, so let's not have that. But let's not do it present time. So let's make it World War II.
Yeah, but
Making
they
people
also
think that it's nostalgic, and it's not.
no, it's not.
Let's make that Battlefield Vietnam again. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we do that? Actually, I gotta say, that one game does Battlefield Vietnam really well.
Battlefront Vietnam?
No,
Not
Aussie, no.
Battlefront,
Rising Storm Vietnam. That one brought back some Battlefield Vietnam memories. Real good. That was real fun. I've enjoyed that.
Okay, but it's not Carl Gustav. Where is he?
I don't know. On vacation.
I don't know who Carl Gustav is, but I hope he has a nice vacation.
It's Bad Company 2's rocket launcher that everyone used as a primary weapon.
It's the yeah. I wish we could do away with that, but I haven't come up with a good way of doing that.
Yeah.
Like, especially it's weird in certain games where they don't have any vehicles.
Yeah.
You know, it's a player versus player rocket launcher, not player versus vehicle.
Yeah.
Then why do they have it?
Because it's fun to blow people up with a
rocket launcher.
Yeah.
I don't need to aim. I'll just aim down the hallway and hope it hits something.
Wow, it's like the Overwatch theory of gaming.
Yep.
People don't like it because they are not able to aim. Let's just make characters who can't aim.
There you go. Speaking of Overwatch, since he brought that up,
yeah.
WIggin, I hear that you started playing an Overwatch-like game recently.
Wow, you betrayed Overwatch and Jeff?
I know. Yeah, I played Paladins a little bit. I'm planning on playing that
Too
some
bad
more.
you're not going to play with me, your other pal.
What? Oh, you're more than welcome to play Den with me.
Especially when it's free.
It's free. No. Can't even tell you it costs money. But
I've honed my skill in Overwatch to play Overwatch, not to play Paladins.
But it's exactly the same.
You should try it. You might be surprised. It's a lot more combat focused, and you can
not team focused.
There is a Genji in the game.
You don't say.
There's a female Genji. She goes invisible. It's actually she's really annoying, but
with a smoke bomb, right?
Yeah, and she like makes it so you can't see, and it's like terrifying.
Yeah.
And you get turned into chickens and pigs.
Yeah, you can get polymorphed into stuff too. I don't know what character does that yet, but I gotta say the character roster is a little more imaginative. I feel like I would say that it's probably a little less balanced because obviously there's more stuff, and the Steam community says so, but you take that with a grain of salt. But I was having fun, so that's all that really matters.
I don't know. For me, Overwatch is plausible, though. Much more so than that.
I don't. Since when do you care about plausibility?
I thought we just talked about for like 10 minutes about World War II and Call of Duty and how that's not realistic.
Okay, but that pretended it was. That
same thing.
But what? No, you can't. So what about fantasy? You love your fantasy. You play fantasy games?
I do love fantasy. I absolutely love fantasy.
So why
but
can't
this is not. I mean, that is fantasy, but I like the more realistic Overwatch lore and the possibility that it could kind of happen. And
I know I'll get hate for this, but what lore?
Well, so far it's just like the connections of people that we're learning about in Overwatch and some instances in the past and Blackwatch and.
Which we'll find out in about 5 years' time when they finally run out of ideas and make a story.
All I'm saying is that Overwatch is at the top, not over the top when it comes to their combat and characters. So it's not like polymorphing again into a chicken, but it's a dude with a giant fist that punches you into a wall. It's like it's creative and out there, but not so far out there that you're like, well, this is just plain fantasy. Like cybernetic ninja could totally happen. Small dwarf with a hammer, I see it all the time. Giant dwarf with a hammer and a giant shield, that's fine.
I mean, but they have a troll and a robot out that is like a mech. Isn't that cool?
It's fine. It's just I like the not terribly over the top Overwatch. Is all.
All right. Well,
I
feel like if that's your biggest contention for it, then still give it a try.
It's just I have much heart for Overwatch, even though I hate it.
That's what I mean. I don't people.
It's just it's Blizzard. That's what they do.
I'm kind of with Chaos in there that I have a love-hate relationship with the game. I enjoy it, but at the same time I hate it. but not at the same, like, I hate it so much I'm going to install it, but sometimes, when the community's that bad, I want to uninstall it.
It'll happen one day.
Yeah, I mean, they keep making changes to it, then.
Yeah, no.
I mean, anyone played Diablo? Speaking of Blizzard?
I played the second one at some point.
I have not.
Okay.
Overwatch is the only Blizzard game I have ever played.
Which is saying something.
Yeah, I'm not attracted to World of Warcraft and anything else they do.
Not even Heroes of the Storm? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
It's got Overwatch characters in it by definition. You should be all excited.
By
No.
definition. Don't even put that evil on me, no. A weird ass MOBA? No.
Overwatch is enough MOBA for me. If I go full MOBA, I don't think I can handle it.
I agree.
I think I need to get Ozzy to play MOBA and record it and see how this goes.
I played enough in the past.
What else did you play?
Remember way back when with what the hell was it called? Was it Smite? I think.
Oh,
that.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was all of us as a group, and it's like, oh, it'll be fine. Don't worry, we'll go easy. And it's like I can't even get out of spawn because I don't know how this works, nor do I like it. I'm not enjoying this.
the only MOBA that I ever liked and unfortunately never got to play it enough was Paragon.
That looked pretty.
Paragon.
Okay, what about that?
I mean, it's shutting down. It's shutting down.
I know it is.
But like, it's such a good idea. Cool characters, great visuals, made you feel a little bit less MOBA-y, like you can kind of impact the game with your aiming and skill instead of just.
But was that actually
knowledge of the
true?
buttons. I mean, yeah, you had to aim. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I didn't play enough of it to like understand the whole rub. That's what it seemed like, and I love the characters. And I love Epic, and they're shutting it down for stupid Fortnite.
More
Is that
money.
what's going on?
Yep.
That's they're focusing on Fortnite, and that's why
Oh.
they're shutting it down.
Well, Fortnite's a pretty big hit, so I can't really.
That's money. So much money.
You bought how many skins?
2, only 2.
That's
I'm
a
not
lot.
saying I'm not saying I'm not part of the problem, right? I'm just
At
saying
how much? At how much?
if they're shutting down a game that's actually really cool that I might actually get into more, into something that is just for money. That's $40 is how much I spent.
Okay. Well then, yeah.
As long as you admit you're part of the problem.
But it's not a bad game. It's just they're shutting down more unique and cool opportunities for.
Well, here you are. The
other
funny
people.
thing is, you're over here like bashing Paladins for having more unique and different stuff, and it.
I'm just saying I like Overwatch more. If I wanted to play that type of game, I'd play Overwatch.
Okay.
That is all.
All right.
It's one of the, it's a piece of a pie of my gaming. All right. If there's a section that wants me to play team co-op, first person shooter, I'd play Overwatch. And
Wait
that's
until
the
they
time
destroy all your mains.
They're already trying to.
I know.
Genji will live on forever in my heart.
I just.
Mercy, rest in peace, you dumb bitch.
But
You don't-
heroes never die.
Yeah, I know.
Neither can she. We could talk for hours about Overwatch if you want.
That we could.
Yes.
Um,
Because WIggin, is playfully reminding me, you should play. It's like, I never said I wasn't going to play Paladins, WIggin. I just, at the time you were saying it, i.e. in the middle of the night when we're all going to bed, I'm not going to play it.
No, I agree. I think Chaos would like it. I think he might be surprised because he likes killing
Sounds
people.
kinda good.
He likes
I
killing
like
people,
murder.
and you can actually murder people in this game. Well, you play Genji, so you murder people either way.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
But I don't like the height of where I'm at in tier wise, where it's hard to kill people because I heal a lot, and I don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
What healing? Yeah, I know, right?
That's okay. I don't know. I just don't feel like there's anything else to play besides Fortnite and Overwatch.
There's tons of
Airplanes!
there's airplanes. You could play IL 19.
I'm gonna have to shoot down that idea. I'll get it. I'll get to it.
Now it's not me bothering you, which I like because I feel bad. After a while, I'm just like, it's not worth bothering you about it because you're just not gonna listen. You don't listen to me. But if Osborne does it, then that might work out.
It might.
I will finish that goddamn model.
Come to my house and go finish it for me. It's just it's 2 things. Well, I have a topic I'd like to talk about.
All right, what is your topic, Chaos?
So if you're not playing Overwatch, or you're
Yeah.
not playing Fortnite,
Yeah.
and airplanes are for a very small crowd,
Hmm.
what would you play? What would you recommend to play?
What would I recommend? Is that a topic, or do you just need help finding a game?
Both.
Okay,
The topic is I need help.
that's fair. What's your I guess budget? I always like to start off with how much money you throwing at this.
I don't know. An Xbox game, $60.
Does it need to be an
So,
Xbox game?
$60. No, just $60.
$60? Okay. So it's not Overwatch, and it's not Fortnite, and it's not airplanes. So what do you go by today? Like today, or like?
Yeah, like would you go buy with that new game, the new
At GameStop.
yeah, I'll turn in all my games for like $4 credit.
There you go.
Could you take Xbox Ones? Just I think a PC game. What was that one game that just came out? The one about
God
the
of War.
rednecks? Nah. Oh, that on PlayStation, man.
Well, you said $60. You didn't say.
Well, I don't have a console.
Well, that's why I asked if it has to be on like.
Well, it has to be on something I own.
Oh, okay. All right. For the record, you own a computer and an Xbox One, right?
Yeah. Hey, I've won an Xbox One X. I have those extra frame rates and slightly better visuals.
Oh yes, the 30 FPS and PUBG is. Oh, that's fantastic.
Hey,
Well,
it's
that's-
PUBG's fault.
Didn't
yeah.
say it wasn't.
But I've heard good things about Far Cry 5.
That's the one I was thinking about with the Hicks.
Yeah, with the yeah. My only thing is the co-op is kind of janky apparently, so that's sort of lame. But there's that. But you got to buy everybody a copy, right? So you got to share.
Well, I have some friends that don't have it. It's just only 2 players,
That is true.
and which is fine.
So
but
just you and Wiggin.
Yeah.
Yes, do you think you'd get? But yeah, but I
you
don't
and me and you.
Oh, boy.
together. I don't-
Karaoke podcast.
Nah, we'll save that for ice.
Go get that microphone back. Here, let's get this going. Get the words popping up.
Yeah, sorry, it's long dead.
I don't. That would be my like suggestion of things recently that have the peak interest that are shooters because I like you like killing stuff.
Do you like killing stuff? Yeah.
As far
See,
as
it's
anything, do you want strategy games? Like, what else do you want? What kind of?
just a good solid game that I can play for a longer period of time, 20 minutes, besides being like, screw it.
I don't. Is that you though? Is that a personal problem?
Maybe other people who are listening have a similar problem. The games that I really like, I've played for hundreds of hours. I don't need, I need something else that's good. I've been playing Prey. That's been fine. I have Sniper Elite 3, which I haven't started.
That's good. Play that.
It's just, also, it's a hard time trying to find co-op games these days.
That is true. Mostly because
Extremely.
they died on consoles. That used to be the thing that I was like, hey, consoles are good for this. Now it's like, consoles are. You want us to buy another one? No, thank you.
Oh, yes, that's the split screen. Or is it the higher quality of games that are coming out, so one Xbox can't run split screen?
It's both. It's both.
So
But
why don't your computer run split screen?
you can. Well, I mean, it could if.
Within reason.
Yeah, games also
Why
just.
can't I plug 2 monitors into one PC, run 2 different versions of Windows on each one, and play 2 different games at the same time?
Because that's not how monitors work.
No, that's what I'm saying. There's 2 ports now in your graphics card, right?
There's
And 2
4.
HDMI. 4? Okay,
I've
sure.
got
For
okay.
4 monitors.
I got four.
You can have 2 hard drives, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not install Windows on those 2 individually?
Yes.
Run it through the same graphics card, and then 2 different screens. It sounds like you're wasting potential.
Like you have no idea how computers work. That's really
Yeah,
what
you
it
don't.
sounds like.
Why not? Why can't you do
In
that?
fantasy land, that would work, but in
Exactly.
reality land, it doesn't work like that.
Look, if you have such powerful computers, why not run 2 versions at the
Because
same time?
you wouldn't run duplicate versions of Windows. You can run multiple copies of the same game at once.
Could you place it on a different
Yeah.
monitor?
Yeah, I
Oh,
could
see, there
put
you go.
one game on one monitor and one game on the other monitor. Now, the
So
real
I
problem
was-
comes to input. You'd have to then run another mouse and keyboard or dual controllers. But you
And
can,
try and tell the difference between the two.
yeah,
Yeah, just one run on the controller and one on a keyboard.
that could work
Just do that.
first. But then the game needs to also, like, it depends. Like games, like there's certain split screen games that work for that. You could do that with, but I don't know like what you would want to run duplicate copies of the same game on.
I mean, just like anything. Like, why I'd like to play some Grand Theft Auto with you. Just run Grand Theft Auto, and I could buy one computer and play.
Because you don't
Would
have
you-
one account. You'd have to have two. I don't think that's not a good example. You wouldn't be able to do that with Grand Theft Auto. It's the same reason you would need 2 Xboxes. Chaos.
I know, but just saying, why not?
It would
Why
be
couldn't
nice.
that
It
way?
would be. I don't disagree with you. It would be nice.
It's my computer. Do what I want.
But unfortunately, that's not the world we live in anymore. And they want us to buy 5 copies of the same game. Or
Yeah,
for you, they want you to buy $40 worth of skins for a game that's free.
Yeah,
They don't want me to. I just want to.
No, I think they want you to. I think they want you to.
Well, they want you to. And it looks. I'm supporting the game. All right.
God damn it.
Oh, not this crap.
If I don't buy skins, then they're not going to keep developing.
That is
those
such
games.
a load of crap.
Did you pre-order the game, Chaos?
It's free. Oh, right. The pre-order the game so we can finish the game kind of shit.
Yeah.
That's funny. Like No Man's Skies, right?
Oh,
How
God.
come? Okay, but why do you? I mean, we're getting on 30, almost getting close to the end of this. But how do you go? Yeah, just No Man's Sky, that was terrible. But I'll buy $40 for the skins.
Because No Man's Sky promised something that they didn't deliver on, and then we're going to use the money from the pre-orders and the first day buys to finish the game that they'd already said they're going to make, that they published, compared to Fortnite, which is, hey, we added an extra mode on our game that's free. Here's some skins that you want to buy.
You can
To
look at
make yourself
John
look
Wick.
different. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. That's like the last thing you unlock with. I looked at that. I was like, Jesus, people, go get a life.
Yeah, I have John Wick, so
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Like
played a
I
lot of that
said,
game.
get a life.
I do
Hey.
need life. So, one is promising this game, and then kind of it's almost like a fraud or cheap them out on the game that they want for $60. And the other one is,
False
Here's a free
advertising.
game.
Yeah.
and if you want to look differently, spend $20.
Times 5 or 6 or 7. Like, when do you stop though? When do you like? Yeah,
That's personal preference.
Oh my god.
They don't force you to buy it. You can't win more with those skins. There's nothing that, it's like, if you want to go to that, we go to Battlefront 2, and I say, fuck y'all for not paying attention to that game still, because they stopped the microtransactions before the game even officially launched.
Yup.
The fact that
people
they were in
complain
there
about it.
before.
But they complain about it now, saying that's why they won't play the game when it never had microtransactions since its launch.
But they had it before launch.
But there's a difference, pre-launch and post-launch.
Doesn't matter. It was there.
It does matter. It's not there. It was never officially launched with microtransactions.
Technically, you're right, but the
I
progression system was just as bad because they just left it there.
Okay, the progression system is a different complaint.
But no, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's connected.
How?
I'll let Osborne explain it.
Right. In order to level up faster, you spent money, and then they went, "Oh, sorry, we pissed y'all off. We'll take it out." But then kept the progression system of the only way to level up faster is to spend money, of which you cannot spend because it was turned off.
But there's only the progression system. It's completely. You can actually progress easier without the prepaid stuff, and then you all progress at the same pace. If
Yeah,
it's
now-
slow, then you just have to play it. No, now is the XP progression level grind shit that I
Yes,
hate.
which is actually easier
That's the worst. Before it was so much easier.
to pay for it.
No, not to pay for it. The rate when they launched and they made it so you played the game, you got XP, you got the money to get the cards, or you can unlock the cards with the crafting. That was such an easy thing. You just buy the crates, and it took like 3 or 4 games to get your one crate, and not plus the daily crate, plus the random ones they gave you. You could level up shit all you want. Now when they
Completely random.
But Chaos,
So?
how many
Who cares?
hours? How many hours did that take?
it's almost like they want you to play the game.
But I should want to play
And
the
have a
game
goal.
because it's good, not because they're
It
forcing.
is good. Y'all sons of bitches. The thing about you get the random cards, sure, but you also get the crafting material, and with the crafting material, you craft the cards you want. The problem is when they updated it a month ago, is that they let you keep your crafting material and all your money for no purpose. Because I was saving all my stuff to pick the stuff I want, and now it's all useless. That's the shit. Before if you played some of the game or a lot, if you're me, and you had crafting material, you could purchase any mod you want and upgrade any mod you want to whatever you want, as long as you, with the money they gave you in game. Had nothing to do with prepay because you couldn't pay for anything. So yeah,
So you paid
That
with your
was fine.
time then.
that's the whole point of a game. You have fun playing it to upgrade your stuff to play it more.
But I guess our contention is, are you playing the game because it's enjoyable, or are you playing the game because the game forces you to grind stuff in order to get the things that you actually want to use to play the
That's
game?
with every game. Like Overwatch, do you play the game to play the game, or do you play the game to get the crates to get the skins? With any game, do you play for a certain goal, or do you play because you enjoy playing, or do you do both? You enjoy grinding for the goal.
I see. I think at one point there was definitely a separation of those two things, and now I feel like those two things are pretty much the same.
I think that's the new mindset of game companies producing these games for money.
Right.
Or it
Yeah.
is that the goal is to get
It's
these things
It's a Skinner
that we're not
box
going to put in a
effect.
game. Yeah,
And
I
instead,
suppose so,
like
but
we
that's-
talked about,
that's
like
the
old
model.
Star Wars
Model is the
games.
word.
It's not like we played the old Star Wars game to level up our character. We just played it for fun because it was fun. There wasn't some like
That's true.
ulterior motive to play the game.
Well, I mean, you could say that wasn't it like the original Call of Duties where you had to, not the original, but like, was it 4?
When they
4
started
or 5 where you
adding
like
stuff.
kills to unlock stuff?
Yeah, they started.
That's
adding
where it
that.
started.
Right, because they got away with it. And now we're 10 years later, and it's just gotten worse.
I mean, yeah, I think that's the whole idea is stupid in general.
Right. That's all. That's our issue with
So
the whole.
now you're saying that it's the game, the models of how they make money is the problem with gaming these days.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I would say that. Yeah.
Okay.
Instead
I'm okay
of-
with that. I'm just saying stop Battlefront 2 in particular. That's the problem if we're going with that. So that is just fine because it's normal these days.
Right, but they tried something not normal and got yelled at, and then they were like, I guess we'll go back to what's acceptable.
True. You don't
Very
think
true.
the next level is going to be what they tried to do?
Oh, it is, without a doubt. That's why
So-
I'm playing indie stuff, pretty much. Finding stuff that's not going
Dark
down.
Souls. Just play Dark Souls.
Oh God.
Right? I mean, at least they don't have weird monetary transactions.
It's a
That's
single
true,
player
they
game.
don't.
So
That's
Is
right.
Probably
Did you see?
why
Did
people
you
don't make
see Dead Space 3? They're smart.
yeah, I did. And it was the whole microtransaction there was just stupid because it was pointless.
Yeah.
No
Uh,
one used it. And if they did, that was really stupid of them.
Yeah. Exactly.
So even okay, then I then have a problem with any in-game transactions at all, even if it's an in-game currency.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that the problem? Is that everything?
Yes.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, that doesn't exclude it from having, like, I hate Overwatch's boxes. Excuse me. Those are awful. Like,
But I mean, not even like just playing the game. You get money from playing the game, and you spend that money. That's a problem too.
okay, here's where that's. Is it random, or can I buy what I want?
Well, you buy what you want.
So if let's say there's a shotgun that I want, and I play the game, and it's not like 40 hours of the game. It's like 2 hours of the game, and I enjoy the game, and then I get enough money to buy an item, and I want to buy a shotgun, and it lets me buy just straight shotgun. That's okay.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine
Okay,
with you.
that's acceptable. I don't, that's acceptable.
Here's my problem: is once you reach that level, what do? Do you just use the shotgun forever? Is that it?
No, because then you keep playing with the shotgun you've unlocked, and then you get something else you want.
But that's still a goal kind of progression system that we just talked about. Battlefront.
But it's not based on RNG. It's not based on loot boxes. It's not based on, like I said, I'm not grinding for 40 hours to get enough to buy one gun.
Because that's a problem I had with Monster Hunter. Absolutely had that problem where it was 20 hours of grinding to get a really cool sword, and sure, it's all in game, right? The XP, the materials you get were in game. Sure, as some of the materials were dropped were randomly generated, but still, you grind, you get the materials, you forge a weapon. And once I had the weapon I wanted, I was like, "What?" And I killed everything at least once. What was the point?
Well, it sounds like that game didn't have good end. I don't know. I'm not sure. There
Like,
is
then after
theory.
that, what do you play for? Do you play for the level? Like, what do you? I don't know. What's worth your time? I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. All
But
right.
I will say it's not Battlefront 2's problem.
Are you trying to get more people to play? Is that what you're advocating?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get it on PC and we'll all play together. How about that?
I don't think my computer can run it.
Yeah,
No,
I'm sure it can.
I don't think it can either. Well, you don't need to go to
I
that
feel like
wedding.
that was a smug thing there, Osborne.
Buy a new computer. That's what I'm saying.
All right. So yeah, that's our general issue. Ozzy, it's
Yes?
coming up on 3:00. Do you guys have any other things you want to talk about?
No.
No. All right. Chaos, you got it out.
I just want to say, we're not doing phrasing anymore. I just want to say that I like Battlefront 2.
Yes.
And I think I should be able to like what I want to like and not have to defend myself.
You can.
No, it's not a personal thing, right? The problem isn't personal. It's not like, oh, Chaos likes Battlefront 2, we have to hate him. It's enough people buy Battlefront 2 that the developers are like, oh, that's a good idea. Let's keep doing it.
But they stopped. I mean, they had it
This
originally.
time, let's do it. They stopped this time. They didn't
That's
have
true.
to. They didn't. And
It'll
I
just
think
be the next developer, the next developer,
Yeah,
the next developer.
it is.
I mean, what do you? I just think a lot of people. Okay, maybe it's I like what I like, and I want other people to like what I like too, because I'm gonna be a hypocrite.
Okay.
But it's a good game to overlook because of something they didn't have at launch.
Right,
And
and
that's what I feel like.
I get what you're saying because you're like, it didn't happen. Why are you mad about it? But
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just it didn't happen. I understand why you're mad, but people just say it's a bad game because it had this. It's not a bad game. They're mad at EA. If they want to say I don't want to encourage EA or anyone else to produce a game with this
yes.
in it, then maybe I can see it. But they're just like, it's a bad game because it has microtransactions. Like it never had
Who
microtransactions.
are you talking to? I guess that's the other.
I don't know. People. I'll pull a Trump. People.
Oh, God.
I heard it around. I heard
Alright.
someone say that. It was one of my friends on Xbox's brother, and he
Oh.
said he had an argument that I was like, it had microtransactions. It doesn't. Just want people to, if it's on sale, give it a chance because it's a fun game. It's a fun Star Wars game. It doesn't have it. And wouldn't this also be a good point to say that it is the people who won out over
This
the
time,
company?
again, this time, yes.
Well, I'd say if it happened, like, why wouldn't it happen again?
It will. It'll definitely happen again.
Then why won't people stop it again and not buy the game? People are this upset when they actually did stop it. Will they not be the same upset for the
I
next
don't
time
know.
and the next time?
Because we get tired of it. We get tired of fighting it every time.
Yep.
You can't get tired of it.
No, you can't. You got to keep going.
Yeah, exactly.
You got
It's
to keep.
encouragement.
You got to keep going. You got to keep. You can't go. Oh well, they're doing it again. I'm just gonna buy it. No, you got to. Stay vigilant.
Yep.
Well, see what happens to net
As
neutrality.
I am a very strong proponent of something I always say to WIggin, because he always calls me out on shit that he doesn't really understand. Where I like Borderlands, I love Mass Effect, I love those games. I can still hate the company that makes it. So if they do something stupid with my favorite games, I'm not gonna support them for doing it. So one of his hypotheticals was, what if Borderlands 3 comes out and it's like, oh, you get a single player game, here's $60. Now to go past chapter 2, you have to pay us another $30. I wouldn't do that. I'd go fuck that. I would never get the game.
Right, but not everybody has that mentality.
Yeah, I know, and I can't stop people from doing that other than saying, hey, don't do that. And I'll keep fighting to do that. But if they do it, there's nothing I can do. I can't say, I stole your money. You can't buy a game. Now I'm going to spend money.
You stole their $30, right? Or $6. Hmm. But I mean, I can like WIggin and hate his father. So, right? Same kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
My problem is they produce games that you want, except they just put the little caveat of, hey, keep paying us more money even though you already purchased the game.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing, though, is that they don't put the games at the price it takes to develop them and how much money it actually takes to make them. So they have to make money elsewhere, or they have to raise the price of video games. Like, the prices of video games haven't changed in 10 years, right?
40 years. They've been $60 for since the 80s, a while.
So yeah, it's like
but
they
that
have
might
their
be a conversation for another day.
Yes.
That it may be, but if you're cutting it and editing it, add this at the end. Because it's if they want to keep making money, they're gonna have to find new ways of making money in an acceptable way for the consumer to actually give it to them. So if you put a lot of hours into something, maybe the people who are playing it would see it appropriate to spend in-game currency. Or if you like the game, you support it, like buying musician CDs or,
skins.
But I don't have to buy the CD every 12 times to get all the
donating.
Songs.
That's true, but if
donating, I don't think works that well, because if you look at mods that are donate, and nobody donates.
And I understand these are multi-billion-dollar companies, but say EA is making negative $60 each time they sell a game for $60, and you're like, and you know that as a consumer, would not be like, well, I understand that you're losing money. I would like to buy some skins to make up for your deficit, or I don't know, just feel like when people do GoFundMes, or there's a band that has a GoFundMe to do a tour because they don't have the money to do it themselves, and they get a lot of support. Same kind of thing where it's like, well, I want you to keep updating and keeping the game current. I'm happy to give you this money to do that because I like this game and I would like to continue playing this game.
Now, if only they made games that were good.
I mean,
and I understand, because there's games that I would have liked to play, but they got shut down because they weren't making the quote unquote enough money to keep going. So I get that, but I feel like it's more of a forced thing at this point. You're either this or you're done. You're you don't play the game. There's not an option. I don't get to pick I want to spend this much on the game. That's sort of what the digital deluxe editions are about and stuff, I guess, in some regard, where I spend $100 on this game and I get some cool nifty stuff, but I'm really just supporting the development of the game.
Yeah, but those are usually only for blockbuster games anyways.
Right.
I mean, indie games sell for $20.
Some of them, yes.
A lot of them have name your own price kind of things.
None of them on Steam do that, but okay.
Something, well,
charity places.
There's charity stuff does it.
Yeah, there's Humble Bundle and stuff lets you pick. See, but there I'm I get to pick where my money goes.
I don't know. I feel like that's the same way with Fortnite. I've played the game hundreds of hours. I paid nothing for it. Giving them $40 for that much time I've spent and enjoyment I've had in it is fine.
See,
and maybe they have to find a more subtle way or maybe not so subtle way and give them like $100 per game. But that's $100 for something like it's a good investment for something that almost you need to be good, right? If you can only buy one game a month or a couple months, you
6
need
months,
that game.
yeah.
Yeah, you need that game to hold your attention for more than 6 hours, which is what old games used to be.
Yeah.
Gears of War, 6-hour campaign, 5-hour campaign, that was really good, you know, stuff like that. Now it's completely evolved into whatever game keeps your attention the most, and
You know, we had a nice discussion here. I hope everybody had a nice
a
time.
heated discussion,
A
a
heated-
debate of passion.
Yes, I like those. Those are good. Nobody started calling each other names though, so that was. And there, I feel like there
did
was
we?
some.
Not enough passion then.
Right. I thought we found some middle ground on some topics.
Sure.
So.
That sure changed my mind about a lot of things.
I didn't. I hate you all.
Oh man! All right. Well, is there anything you guys like to plug?
Yeah, like the hashtag ProGenji, hashtag Overwatch ProGenji, hashtag Chaos is the best.
Okay.
Hashtag Chaos wants you to play Battlefront 2.
Hashtag Battlefront 2. I haven't even played the game in a couple months. It's just an issue I have.
The irony. That one guy really got to you, huh?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I didn't like him.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Hashtag Battlefront 2 is still pretty cool. Hashtag that leveling system's kind of crap.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for listening and for checking us out. And I want to thank Ozzy and Chaos here for sticking with me while we got some technical issues sorted out and hanging out for the last hour. So
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
Yes.
you are welcome. I hope to see
Very
you
privileged to be here.
guys
Okay.
again.
Mhm.
So thanks everybody for listening, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Adios, breakfast. Adios, breakfast. Adios, breakfast.